Alright folks, I need to tie a few more flies. I'm going to use a little inventive fly tying. I'm going to use these 1/32 and 1/64 ounce jig hooks that I'm going to tie on to a number 6 streamer hook. I think that's what it is. Yeah, streamer hook. These are good hooks, cheap too. 100 of them for 10 bucks or something like that, but I don't know. Various materials. I'm going to focus on white, probably with a gray topper. If I can find my gray stuff. Here it is down here. This stuff, this synthetic hair stuff. I mean, it's cheap and it works pretty good. Got my computer running a slideshow with my cat and my dog, my faithful dog. Aren't you faithful? Yeah. Here, give me your hand. You're such a good dog. Little boy is over there wrapped up. Oh, you're getting in my lap now. Okay. This is an attention hound. Such a pretty dog. Aren't you, girl? Yeah. Alright, let's get this thing set up and get rolling. Alright, if it'll hold focus right there, we got a ball game to play here. Alright, like I said, first thing I'm going to do, take one of these little old jig hooks. I like using the bigger ones, but we'll use whatever we grab out of here. So I got the little bitty teeny tiny jig. That'll be a 1/80 ounce. What I do is I cut the hook off of this thing just so that there's a little teeny tiny bit of the bend left in it. I'll cut that off like that, and then I'll take a number 6 streamer hook. Good quality, not the best. Certainly didn't pay a lot for them, but that's my goal in life. Make it through life without paying a lot of money. Alright, in order to make this thing lay straight, I'm going to turn this eye down a little bit, like that. And I'm going to thread up this hook. And I'm going to do this many times this morning. Now I take this little jig and I run it through here like this, and then I start capturing it. Just like that. Come on now, focus on this. Or there you go. See how that does? It makes it a little bit longer too, which is another thing I've been looking at. Alright, we're going to make a white one. It's kind of like a woolly booger, kind of like a clouser. Mimics a lot of things. You can do a lot with this particular pattern or this particular style. I got white large stuff. We're going to use that. I got white marabou, which is essential for what I'm doing. Pull a little bit of this. It does not take a lot. Alright. There's a couple of ways to use marabou. I'm just going to do the simplest thing first. About that long. And we're going to start wrapping. We're going to use that extra feather hair. Go back up here. I'm using red thread because I've been having a little bit of luck with red. This time of year, if you know a pond that's got tilapia in it, the little babies are turning red because it's getting cold, and the bass are just murdering them. They run them up. They get real. The adults, they get real sluggish when the water gets cold. They're a warm water fish. We put them in stock tanks down here. because they're very prolific and they will give the bass a tremendous amount of forage. Put them in about late March, April, when the water gets up about 60 degrees. Oh, you know what I better do? Better get one of my long feathers. About the only long feathers I got anymore are these purple ones. But that's alright. Purple, pink, whatever. I'm going to tie this in. Right about here. Along the back. Honestly, my only goal in all this is to make a fly fast and have it be productive. Just lost half my junk. Let me use the rotary. The jig will hold itself in position real nice. I'm not putting any flash in this, but I could. Whoa. Do that a little tighter. Right there, and I'm going to leave plenty of room behind the head. I'm going to attach this way back here because I want a lot of hackle on the head. Alright, backing in front, secure it real nice. Take the hackle feather, try to get it right in the seam. Nice and even all the way up. You reach the head and you do several turns here, get some of that fluff in there. The only thing that's different or unique about this fly is the fact that I actually use 2 hooks. Cut one of them off, so it's only got 1 hook, but it makes it a little longer, a little bit heavier. Pull all that back, build up a nice red throat on this fly. And it's offset, but you know what? We don't care. And there you go. There you go. There's your dinner. And I didn't even notice that my camera wasn't looking directly at the fly. That's all right. Do a nice little whip. Oftentimes what I do is, instead of having the fly be weighted, I'll use like a swivel between my leader and tippet, and that provides just enough weight to take that fly down a little bit further. But there is a white woolly booger, pretty much what it is. You can change this pattern, you can turn it into a zonker if you wanted, or a meat whistle, which is probably what I ought to be doing. I ought to be making meat whistles. Come on, camera, focus on the fly. There you go. Alright, let's make a bunch of them. But in the meantime, I'm going to listen to music and tie flies. I'll show you the end product. There's a few of my latest creations. These 3. This one, and this one. These are all based on the jig hook tied to the number 6. This is just a jig. That's just a jig. That's just a hook that's tied with deer hair to look like a pellet, which is really interesting when you're fishing for pellet fish. This is my latest one I just tied. That's a nice bunch of flies. Just dragging this thing behind me and I catch another white bass, a good one. That's crazy. Wasn't even hooked, he just had it in his mouth. Goodbye, thanks for coming.